One disservice that many ways of learning keyboard instruments, especially piano, does us is that they focus very much on the center of the piano, and we're not used to going outside of that spot. So play with your different octaves. Go way up high, go way down low, unless your instrument is very, very out of tune, in which case you probably won't want to live there very much. I've had that. Sorry if that's you right now. But don't be afraid to change the octaves. And if you're playing on an organ, change the registration as well. I don't have an organ to show you on, but you could do some reeds, and then you could have another one that's set for brass, a different manual, I mean. You could have some that are all strings. Whatever it is, you could do quite a bit with registration on the organ just to change up the sound a little bit. And if you put them on different manuals, you don't even have to do anything except move your hand to the other manual as you play. If you have a preset stop that you can hit very quickly, you could do that as well. If you have an upper manual that you can set for a solo voice, do something amazing. Some people I've met don't like to use the vibrato settings on organ. I actually sometimes will play just a solo line with one hand, and I will control the vibrato stop with my other hand. I know I'm weird, but I'm a flutist first, remember, so I like vibrato. And so I will actually speed up and slow down the vibrato on that solo voice. It can be really cool sounding. I don't have an organ to play that on anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But as far as octaves go, it can be extremely, extremely effective to go in different octaves on the piano or the organ. And we'll do one here. I'll do a sacrament hymn. Here we go. We've got one already open. This is 174, While of These Emblems We Partake. And I might include a couple of other techniques like playing just the melody line, because I think that's very effective on something like this. Don't be afraid to go low, to go high, all kinds of things. I'm actually going to start this one down in the lower register. And then I'll add in another voice. There's a different video about this. Keep the entire first verse in this octave. It gets a little bit muddy on this piano down in the lower range. If you have a really, really well in-tune piano, you could probably go even lower. That was a mistake. I'm going to embrace that mistake and move on. And then in the second verse, I'm going to go up into the regular register, the regular octave. Sorry, I'm not playing organ, I'm playing piano. And I'm going to pay attention to my dynamics, always, especially where we have lots of repeated notes. We want to go somewhere with each phrase. And then back away. And here, I could stay here in this octave, or I could actually go back down. It might be kind of cool. And I'm dropping out the bass line. Phrase, I could stay down here or I could go back up. Again, I experiment. If I don't like it, I don't use it. What if I left my left hand down in this octave and took my right hand up an octave? I can bring my left hand back up. Distributing here. That means I'm putting notes in different hands than they're written for, just because it's easier for me. I'm going to go back down with just my left hand, or maybe I'll go 2 octaves down. I wouldn't actually do this. I don't like this, but maybe you like it, and you can do that. Okay? So, very simple, just play around with it, like any of these. You just play around with it, and you'll figure it out what works and what doesn't work for you. You might end up going high a lot or low a lot. That's fine. Whatever works with the lyrics of the hymn.